Hello, loved ones. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're new to the channel, then welcome to the family. Today, we will review Married at First Sight Season 16, Episode 5, Couples Review for Airris and Jasmine. This episode was called It's All About the Journey. To be a part of the congregation, please subscribe. To be a part of the conversation, please comment. And to be a part of today's offering, please drop a like in the collection plate. And with that, let's get started. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this week Airris did not get on my nerves. Of course, he made a few off-the-wall comments, but nothing that really rubbed me the wrong way. Yes, including the comment about Jasmine's favorite intimate position. It's day 3 of the marriage, and Jasmine and Airris enjoy breakfast on the patio, looking out at the beach. Did you see that correctly? Did Airris go get breakfast for both of them? Never thought I would see the day where Airris serves Jasmine. Somewhere in this episode, Airris makes a comment about Jasmine eating bacon every day and questions how often she eats it at home. I had no problem with him exploring that. However, I think it's so different when you're on vacation and you have your meals prepared by someone else. You might eat bacon every day, but at home, you're not going to cook it every day. Airris admits that 80% of the time his previous relationships did not work because of him. The timing, him not being ready to be married, lack of maturity, he would give up on the most minor issues. He says he has dated some amazing people. It was just him. I love this side of Airris. It was big of him to admit that he holds the weight of the responsibility for why his previous relationships did not work. I think that's a fair assessment. I don't think Airris from the streets would be 100% the reason. It takes two. So I love that he took the weight of the responsibility. Also, I love that he validated the women he has dated in the past. He said they were amazing. Many times when we are done in relationships, we try to discredit the person. I love that he honored them in that way, and I don't think that takes the shine away from Jasmine at all. How you talk about people in your past says something about how you will talk about me if we become a thing of the past. I really enjoy Airris in this moment. Jasmine says she walked away from her previous relationships because she was not getting her needs met, and also challenges of a busy work schedule. She realizes that she is going to have to scale back on work, and she is not used to doing that. Airris talks the talk and agrees that he will give her what she needs by supporting her in getting food or bringing it home or to the hospital or walking the 20 dogs. He will support in any way possible, including going to the hospital to sit with her and her mom during her mom's chemo sessions. I love that he directly addressed what she said. Her previous relationships failed because of a busy schedule and lack of her needs getting met. He addressed how he could help her with both. Now, it remains to be seen if he can or will, but I loved the conversation. Also, is Airris accepting the dog situation? I would have said, I will help you get rid of the 20 dogs. But his answer sounded like he has bought into the dog idea. Jasmine shares that she will try not to go into shutdown mode given the gravity of what her mom is experiencing. I love that she told him things to watch out for. I love the entire conversation and was seeing a different and very pleasant side of Airris. We next see Jasmine and Airris getting ready for their snorkeling excursion. In this interaction, we see Jasmine being the supportive and accepting wife, and Airris acting 39 and looking towards the future with Jasmine. Jasmine is distracted because she is admiring the view of Airris with his shirt off. I am so glad that at least one person is attracted to their spouse. We learned from Airris that he was struggling because salt water was getting into his mouth and nose. Jasmine kept checking on him, and he was able to see the nurturing side of her. He then speaks of this being a memory they look back on 30 to 40 years down the road. I love that he can at least see a future with Jasmine. Jasmine, in a very natural way, affirms him by telling him, "Your look is great. Next time, instead of making any adjustments to you, we will make the adjustment and bring our own equipment that will fit you better." I love this interaction. It made me see the couple in a new light where they may have a chance of ever after. I actually enjoyed Airris in this interaction, and it's one of the few times he did not get on my nerves. When Airris was looking to the future, it reminded me of when I first started dating my husband. I had not dated very much, had not dated a Christian, and had not had any long-term success in dating. I went to a Christian bookstore and I purchased a book on dating. The one thing that I remember that it said, and I tried to do, is it said, people want to be around people who make them feel good about themselves. I took that to heart, and from that day to this one, it is my goal when my husband is with me to make him feel good about himself. I felt like that is what Jasmine was doing by affirming his physical features, which in turn made Airris feel good about himself, and he was able to picture a long-term future with Jasmine. Let me know in the comments if you think I am reaching. We then see Airris and Jasmine eating dinner on the beach. We see Airris sitting back and allowing Jasmine to reach and strain while feeding him lobster. He could not even lean in to help her. For me, that's the entitlement side of Airris. The natural reaction of most people would have been to lean in. What made it awkward for him to ask about her favorite intimate position is Jasmine started the conversation by saying, "What else do you want to know about me? I'm sure there is a lot." That's what made us see Airris from the streets. Out of the many questions, this is the one you choose, which I'm sure is what Jasmine was thinking as well. I hope this turns her off because I don't trust Airris, and I don't want Jasmine to trust him either. However, I have to remember that at this point, I know more about Airris than Jasmine does. Well, all that said, I do think it's a fair question. They're supposed to be getting to know one another, and I think as couples, bedroom intimacy is an area we steer clear of. I'm saying it's a fair question in the context that they are to show us their reality, which is what they would do and say if no one was watching. Since the whole world is watching, I love the way Jasmine turned the conversation around by pleading the fifth. I actually thought Airris using her answer to the next question of her favorite color being lavender to again introduce the intimacy conversation was comical, and I was here for it. He was trying to be light but still cover the topic. The idea that she was not reading the room to know for sure he just made that fake fact up shows how gullible Jasmine is. He then asked, "Why do you not want to talk about intimacy? Why is it taboo?" See, I can't even say the word, so you know I would not have been able to talk about it. She had a better pageant answer than I would have. My answer would have been, "We are 3 days in, therefore my level of comfort with you is not at the point where I want to talk about that subject." I loved her answer better. She is modest in that area. She is not the best at her needs and wants in that aspect, and she does not want to talk about it. Airris says it's giving him lady vibes and class, but he wants a lady of the night. I don't believe him. Every man wants a lady, and I think he gained more respect for her by her answer. In his cameo, he said he would be a mentor for her, and in her cameo, she said she wants her husband to help her enjoy it more. So, I guess they're a match in that area. The next time we see Airris and Jasmine is day 5 of the honeymoon. I wonder what they did on day 4. I am so nosy. Well, anyway, we see them enjoying a game of frisbee. Airris realizes that Jasmine is left-handed, and we find out that everyone in her family is left-handed, except her dad and her little sister. Once Jasmine shares that her little sister is her pride and joy, Airris asks, what is Jasmine going to do if her sister likes Airris more than Jasmine? He may have been joking, but after only 5 days, homie, don't play that. I love that she reminded him that everything always starts off good. Ain't that the truth? I hope that means she has her eyes wide open and she will proceed with caution. Airris reveals that he has never been in love. In spite of having a 1.5-year relationship, he then defines what that means to him. Head over heels, blinders on, only thinking about this one person and googly eyes. I think in love is very subjective, and if Jasmine's definition is what he has described, then she should be concerned. He also described what he considers loving a person. He does not want nothing to happen to them. He would help them out in an emergency. He says he has loved but not been in love. Jasmine is processing the information, and she does not think she can be in a relationship for a long period of time without being in love. Does he go through the motions because it's the right thing to do? If her way of giving love is not right for him, he could possibly not fall in love with her either. She feels pressure, but I'm not sure why. That should relieve her of the pressure. It's not on her to make him fall in love. I think the next question was the one that was most important. Do you have to be in love to say yes on decision day? Airris says he does not know. It is highly unlikely that if he has never been in love, that he will fall in love during the 8 weeks. I hope we do not get another season of Stasia and Nate, where we have to hear Jasmine harp on the fact that Airris is not in love with her. I believe love is an action and not a feeling. I need my husband to say, I love you, but he rarely says, I'm in love with you. I think that's a television version of love. I have heard it stated that love is an action and in love is a feeling. I'm sure in a relationship that lasted a 1.5 years, there were actions that Airris did that expressed love to the girl he was dating. Jasmine says if her way of giving him love is not right for him, then he won't be in love. Isn't that true for everybody? I think Jasmine should focus on action because actions speak louder than words. From a Christian perspective, there is 4 types of love. Phileo love, brotherly love. It describes an emotional connection that goes beyond acquaintances or casual friendships. When we experience phileo, we experience a deeper level of connection. This connection is not as deep as the love within a family, perhaps, nor does it carry the intimacy of a romantic passion or erotic love, yet phileo is a powerful bond that forms a community and offers multiple benefits to those who share it. We also have storge love, which is family love. It's the kind of easy bond that naturally forms between parents and their children and siblings. It also can happen among the family of Christ, or where strong family bonds are developed. This kind of love is steady and sure. It's love that arrives easily and endures for a lifetime. Then we have eros love. It's sensual or romantic love. It portrays the idea of passion and intensity of feelings. The Bible applies it to the relationship between a husband and wife only. Promiscuity was rampant in the Bible just as it is today, and the Bible continually reserves eros love for marriage. And then we have agape love, unconditional love, the type of love that comes from God. Agape is divine love, which makes it perfect, pure, and self-sacrificing. When the Bible says that God is love, it is referring to agape love. Therefore, I think we should look at the actions of a person and not try to define love by a feeling. We fall in and out of love daily. I hope that we don't get the same thing we got from Stasia and Nate. Only certain types of people, me and Nicole, can fall in love quickly. Therefore, for most couples, 8 weeks will not be enough time to fall in love. That's why the second question was most important. Do you have to be in love to say yes on decision day? I guess we will have to tune in next week to find out the answer to that question. Well, that's all for this couple. What do you think? Do you think Airris is sincere about being a supportive husband in Jasmine's daily life? Do you think Airris asking Jasmine about intimacy was too soon? Do you think Jasmine and Airris must be in love to say yes on decision day? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please check out Domynique and Mackinley next. And with that, until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, live with intention. Be intentional.